All set for the restart of race number 1. M&R Contractors sponsoring the opening contest. Set Neuf Cat with Maxime Gaudreau. Battle Gear, Scott Hubbard. Halmax Up Tempo, Todd Trites. Eyes of Glory, John McDonald. 152 with Gilles Berriot. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Going for the early lead is Halmax Up Tempo. Off stride behind the gate was 152. 152 is off stride as they go to the 8th mile marker. And Halmax Up Tempo takes over top spot. He's up by 2.5 right now. As they go past that post, Set Neuf Cat is in second. Then racing in third is Battle Gear. Eyes of Glory is next. And they go down the backstretch for the opening quarter, and still off stride is 152. And moving past the quarter, Halmax Up Tempo had them there. In 30 seconds flat, Halmax Up Tempo well in hand, and Set Neuf Cat is in second. Battle Gear third and Eyes of Glory fourth. Well back and out of contention, 152. They move in front of us, and Halmax Up Tempo is in charge coming to the half. Todd Trites has him well in hand. It's Battle Gear second. Then Set Neuf Cat, and on the outside, Eyes of Glory looks to challenge for that position. 152 is next. They were by the half in 1 minute flat. On round the turn for the 5/8. Halmax Up Tempo trying to hold off the challengers, including Battle Gear, and that one is moving up on the outside. Quickly to the 3/4. Battle Gear puts a nose in front. Halmax Up Tempo is tiring. Eyes of Glory third on the outside, further back to Set Neuf Cat, and a 152. And Battle Gear took them past 3/4 in 131. Moving round the turn. Round that barn turn for 7/8. Battle Gear and Eyes of Glory. Halmax Up Tempo is third as they come off the top of the turn. Battle Gear. John McDonald goes to work on the outside with Eyes of Glory. Eyes of Glory and Battle Gear coming for the line. 2 leaders neck and neck as they come for the wire. Eyes of Glory got it over Battle Gear, and Halmax Up Tempo picked up the show spot. The time for the mile, 2:03 3/5. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner. Race number 1, the M&R Contractors Pace. First win of his career, it's number 4, Eyes of Glory. 3-year-old son of Art escaped from the Better's Delight mare, Lady Eyes. Ronald McDonald of Russell, Ontario is the owner and the trainer. John McDonald drives. John will return to drive White Mountain Power in this year's edition of the Kelty Burnett Memorial Pace, coming up in race number 9. 2:03 3, the time of the mile. Number 4, Eyes of Glory with John McDonald. All set for the Home Zone Electronics Bell Alliant Pace in race number 2. A field of 6 starters in behind the gate. Lyra Lyra with Mark Haig. Fox Valley Merlin, Ed Harvey. Keystone Hot Pants, Wayne Watson. The outside for Eamon Molly and Lonnie Stokes. Trailing horses, Fernhill Treasure and Scott Hubbard. Bred Lidor with Maxime Gaudreau. Here they come. They're off and pacing from the outside. Eamon Molly wants the lead, and she's going to battle Lyra Lyra to get it in the early stages. In behind those, Fox Valley Merlin is watching the duel. And moving in 4th position, Fernhill Treasure. Then it's Keystone Hot Pants, and the trailer is Bred Lidor as they go down the backstretch for the opening quarter. On the outside, Activity, as Eamon Molly was attempting to clear. She can't do it, as Lyra Lyra comes back along the cones. Fox Valley Merlin is in 3rd position. Then it is Fernhill Treasure. Keystone Hot Pants and Bread Lidor. They were by the opening quarter in 31-1. On around the barn turn for the first time. And moving on top, it is Lyra Lyra. The challenger in second on the outside, Eamon Molly. Moving in third, it is Fox Valley Merlin. Fernhill Treasure up on the outside now to fourth, trying to catch the cover. Keystone Hot Pants is fifth. And the trailer Bread Lidor, as Mark Haig had Lyra Lyra, taking this field past the half. They were by that marker in 1:02.1. Lyra Lyra on the lead. Eamon Molly has been on the outside every step, but she is continuing to advance past the 5/8. Moving in third, Fernhill Treasure. That is Keystone Hot Pants a closer fourth. Fox Valley Merlin tiring in fifth, and Bread Lidor as they go down the backstretch for the 3/4, and Lyra Lyra continues to show the way. Keystone Hot Pants quickly moving on the outside now, shows a nose and a length in front, and Keystone Hot Pants and Wayne Watson took them past the 3/4 in 1:32.3. Keystone Hot Pants, Lyra Lyra, Fernhill Treasure is in third spot. Inside of 1/8 of a mile left to go. Keystone Hot Pants looking good up front. Fernhill Treasure is second at the line. Keystone Hot Pants, your winner. Fernhill Treasure and Lyra Lyra, second and third positions. And the time for that mile, 2:04.4. Wayne Watson, the winning driver, with the 5-year-old mare by Mach 3 from the Northern Luck mare Hot Butter. Owned and trained by Chester Eatman of Burt's Corner. First win of this season, coming in a time of 2:04.4. We'd like to thank Scott Dunlop for making the presentation on behalf of Home Zone Electronics, Bell Alliant. Once again, Keystone Hot Pants triumphant. 9-2 on the nose of the mare Wayne Watson with the catch driving victory. The Tom Everett Memorial Pace is coming up here in the third race. Starters are in behind the gate. We have a field of 7. Matador's Rose, Jason Hughes. Chablis Bayama, John McDonald. Seawind Amanda, Stephen Trites. Wild Western Abbey, Scott Hubbard. March Past, Mark Haig. Lady Mercury on the outside for Lonnie Stokes and the trailer. Chilled Wine and Gilberto. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Many of them going for the front, including Seawind Amanda trying to tackle Chablis Bayama in the first turn. And Chablis Bayama has got the lead on the cones. Seawind Amanda with a decision to make second. Racing up third on the outside. That is Lady Mercury. She's on the go from third. Then Wild Western Abbey. And March Past is next. Chilled Wine on the move from sixth. Then the trailer is Matador's Rose as they go on past the opening quarter. And on top and cutting it out, it's John McDonald with Chablis Bayama. They were by the quarter. 29-1. Chablis Bayama. Seawind Amanda tucked in along the cones. Racing in third, it's Wild Western Abbey. Lady Mercury first up on the outside in fourth as they come off the top of the turn and pace down the stretch for the half. 3-wide move on the outside. That's Chilled Wine on the go for Barrio. And moving past the half now. Racing in fifth spot is March Past. Then Lady Mercury tiring. And the trailer Matador's Rose, and they were past the half in 1 minute flat. Moving up quickly on the outside, bearing down on the leader, it's Chilled Wine. On top, Chablis Bayama. Seawind Amanda watching those two duking it out as they go down the backstretch for the final time. Chablis Bayama, Chilled Wine, Seawind Amanda third. Wild Western Abbey is next. Then it's Matador's Rose and March Past in the trailer. Lady Mercury, 3/4, 1:30 flat. Rounding the barn turn, final time. On top now, Chilled Wine with that leadership change, and she is moving on. Racing 3 wide as they go round the turn, it is Matador's Rose and Chilled Wine trying to put away these. Chilled Wine on the go. Matador's Rose second. Chilled Wine got it over Matador's Rose, and Seawind Amanda picked up the show spot. Time for that mile, 2:01 and 1. He was an excellent caretaker, an experienced trainer, and an occasional driver. He especially enjoyed driving his favorite horse, the trotter, Hap Hanover, but it was as an official that Tom Everett is best remembered. He was a presiding judge throughout New Brunswick as well as Aroostook County, and in his later years, Tom followed harness racing on television, living to enjoy the tremendous accomplishments of Some Beach Somewhere. Here's your winner of this year's edition of the Tom Everett Memorial Pace. It is number 7, Chilled Wine. 4-year-old daughter of Neutralize from the No Nukes mare Josie Plumstead. Bred by James Clough of Woodstock, owned and trained by Clark Bustard of Elmwood. Gilles Berriot with the catch-driving victory this evening. Gilles will return in the Kelty Burnett Memorial Pace in our feature race to drive for Earl Watts in that feature. He's got Carnivore. Field is in behind the gate for the All Seasons Realty Nelson Flewelling Memorial Pace. Full field of 8 starters: Canico Quickset Lonnie Stokes, Wally Dragon Maxime Gaudreau, Georgie Girl John MacDonald, Wave That Banner Stephen Trites, Basin View Brad Gilles Berriot, outside for Pembroke Paycheck and Don Dickinson. Trailing horses: Rockstar Bayama Mark Haig, and A Weekend Percy Jones. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Canico Quickset in along the cones is on the move as they go on round that turn. And up in second on the outside is a Wally Dragon. Racing in third in along the cones. That is Rockstar Bayama making use of that trailing post position. He's now second. Wally Dragon falling to third on the outside. Racing in fourth, Georgie Girl. As they're on their way to the opening quarter, Wave That Banner is moving on the outside fifth. A Weekend is next, then Basin View Brad and Pembroke Paycheck. And they're on past the quarter in 31 seconds. On top and cutting those numbers, Canico Quickset. Rockstar Bayama second. Wave That Banner has come to third. Wally Dragon fourth on the inside now. As they come past the 3/8 mile marker, they will move in front of us for the first time on their way to the half. On top, as they move for the half, Canico Quickset. Wave That Banner now second. Then it's Rockstar Bayama third. Racing up fourth, Basin View Brad. Wally Dragon is next. A Weekend on the outside. Then Georgie Girl and Pembroke Paycheck. The half was reached in 1:01. On their way to the 5/8 now. And moving up top, Canico Quickset maintains that length and a half lead. Then it's Rockstar Bayama looking for a seam in second. Wave That Banner on the outside third. Basin View Brad moving 3 wide as they go for the 3/4 mile station. Down the backstretch for the final time. And on top, Canico Quickset. Then racing in second, Rockstar Bayama. Basin View Brad comes to third, still 3 wide on the outside. Wally Dragon on the cones. Then Wave That Banner and Georgie Girl as they come off the top of the turn. Inside of an 1/8 of a mile left to go. On the move. On the inside, Canico Quickset. And that is Rockstar Bayama on the go. Rockstar Bayama! Rockstar Bayama the winner over Canico Quickset, and Wally Dragon picked up the show spot. The time for that mile, 2:03. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner of the All Seasons Realty Nelson Flewelling Memorial Pace in the fourth, number 7, Rockstar Bayama. Owned and trained by Tommy Gunn of St. John. Driven to victory this evening by Mark Haig. It's the 5th win of the season and 2nd during Old Home Week racing. He missed a victory on the opening night by a nose. So it's been a very productive week for this 5-year-old son of Divot Hanover from the Abercrombie mare India Bayama, pacing the track tonight in 2:03. Congratulations, Tommy Gunn and driver Mark Haig for the victory with number 7, Rockstar Bayama. Challenging Carew Hanover. Those two are neck and neck. Then racing in 3rd position, Michael's Pleasure. As they go on round that turn, the half was 1 minute flat, and moving to the 5/8 with Carew Hanover continuing to lead the way. Racing in 2nd, East Coast Nico. Then Michael's Pleasure in 3rd. Moving up to 4th, Hustler Hall. Connolly CC coming to 5th, and the streak is 6th. Down the backstretch final time. And we have a new leader. It is East Coast Nico. On the outside, Hustler Hall now puts the nose in front on the outside. 3/4 in 1:31.1. Hustler Hall with John McDonald. Just a little over 1/8 of a mile remaining. East Coast Nico is 2nd. And the streak is moving 3 wide, coming for home from the back of the pack as they come for the line. On top, Hustler Hall continues to show the way. Then Connolly CC and the streak, but Hustler Hall gets it comfortably over Connolly CC. It was close. Maybe East Coast Nico over the streak in the race for 3rd, and the time for the mile, 2:02 and 3. From the Jake Lobel mare, Molly Chico, owned by Paul Sewell of Rosedale, trained by Gary Wright. John McDonald with his 2nd winner of the night here at Connell Park. 3rd win of the season comes in a time of 2:02 and 3. Number 6, Hustler Hall with John McDonald in the TD Bank pace. Field is in behind the gate for the Eagles Nest Gaming Palace pace. Race number 6. Indigo Artist, Percy Jones. Villa Max, Lonnie Stokes. Meadowland Griffey, Todd Trites. The Viking Prince, Stephen Trites. Maiden Paris, Mike Stevenson. On the outside, Stonebridge Art and Jason Hughes. One trailer, it's Classic John and Gilberto. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Villa Max going for the early lead. Maiden Paris shoots out of there from an outside post position as well. Off stride went Maiden Paris. Maiden Paris was challenging for the front and went off stride round that first turn. So as we go down the backstretch for the first time, Villa Max leads the field to the quarter. Racing in 2nd is Indigo Artist. Then moving in 3rd, it is Meadowland Griffey, and up to 4th, Classic John is first to move aggressively on the outside of the racetrack. They were by the opening quarter in 31 seconds. Round that barn turn for the first time, and Villa Max shows the way. Classic John angling up there on the outside in 2nd. As they come off the top of the turn, they will move in front of us for the first time. And it continues to be Villa Max challenged by Classic John. Indigo Artist 3rd. Then Stonebridge Art in 4th and moving. Racing in 5th, Meadowland Griffey. In 6th, back pacing now, Maiden Paris, and the trailer is the Viking Prince. They were by the half in 1:01. On past the 5/8. Classic John has moved out by 3, now 4 open lengths. On down the backstretch they go. Indigo Artist has come to 2nd with a move to the outside. Stonebridge Art now 3rd. Racing up to 4th, Meadowland Griffey, and tiring in 5th, Villa Max, as they were past 3/4 in 1:30. That 3rd panel, 29 seconds flat, as Classic John leads the field. Moving in 2nd, Indigo Artist. Stonebridge Art 3rd. Then Meadowland Griffey 4th. Inside of 1/8 of a mile left to go, and Classic John has checked out on the rest of this field. And Barrio motionless in the bike as they come for the line. Classic John winning it over Indigo Artist and Stonebridge Art. Racing in fourth, it was Meadowland Griffey. The time for that mile, 2:01. All set for the restart of race number 7 in the Premier's Pace this evening. Hot Shot Mindale, Ultimate Spirit, MD Hardley's Success, Skippy, Woodmere Quick Peak, and the outside EF Fantasia. Gate is at the head of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Ultimate Spirit going for the early lead. Woodmere Quick Peak is also hustling in the early stages, and from the far outside, 3 wide for EF Fantasia. She's going to take back now and watch those 2 leaders duel as they go past the opening 8th mile marker and heading down the backstretch for the opening quarter. Woodmere Quick Peak will get to the front. Ultimate Spirit is second, and on the go immediately, there goes EF Fantasia right to the front. She is able to clear immediately on the way past the quarter, and that marker was achieved in a time of 29 seconds. EF Fantasia, Woodmere Quick Peak, Ultimate Spirit is third, then it is Hot Shot Mindale, MD Hardley's Success, and Skippy is the trailer as they move down the stretch for the half. EF Fantasia cutting the numbers for Lonnie Stokes. Woodmere Quick Peak is second. Then in third, Ultimate Spirit. MD Hardley's Success is going to go first up on the outside. Then it's Hot Shot Mindale, and Skippy has some cover to follow. They were by the half in 59-1. EF Fantasia the leader. Moving up on the outside, MD Hardley's Success, full of pace and on the go as they go down the back stretch for the final time. MD Hardley's Success now with a half length in front. EF Fantasia second. Skippy is on the go as well, and he's now second as EF Fantasia has tired. Then it's Woodmere Quick Peak, but 2 leaders now battling, and it's MD Hardley's Success, the leader, past 3/4 in 1:29-1. Skippy is second, far back to a race for the show position, but MD Hardley's Success looking good, attempting a second win this week. MD Hardley's Success and Skippy digging in. MD Hardley's Success got it over Skippy, and Hot Shot Mindale picked up the show position. The time for the mile, 1:59-1. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner in this evening's Premier's Pace. It's number 3, MD Hardley's Success. 6-year-old son of Western Success from the Kiev Hanover mare Hardly Easy, owned by Bill Smith and Wayne Watson of St. John. Richard Allaby is the winning trainer. Wayne Watson does the driving. It's a 6th win of this season for the horse, 27th of his career, coming tonight in a time of 1:59-1, a season's best effort. Good to have Miss New Brunswick, Caitlin Bragdon, to assist in the presentation, as well as Premier David Allward here in his home riding. Field is in behind the gate for race number 8, the Town of Woodstock Pace. Dance Hanover, Mike Stevenson. The Power of Grin, Scott Hubbard. Victor, Stephen Treitz. Red Star Wildcard, Maxime Gaudreau. Going to the Chapel on the outside for Jason Hughes. Trailing horses, Camco Wynette and Todd Treitz. Blue Man Group and Gilles Barriot. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Red Star Wildcard is going for the early lead, but Dance Hanover has the advantage of the inside post and takes full advantage of that on the way to the opening 8th mile station. Dance Hanover continuing to lead it. On the outside, Red Star Wildcard is up there to challenge. Moving in third, Camco Wynette using the trailing position to her advantage, and she's moving up there in third. Next is Blue Man Group in fourth. Vic Victor is fifth. As they go down the backstretch for the opening quarter, Going to the Chapel is next. And the trailer at this point is the Power of Grin. They were by the opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. Action on the outside, but continuing to lead it is Dance Hanover as they go on round the turn. Moving in second, Camco Wynette as they come off the top of the turn and pace down the stretch for the half. Moving in front of us for the first time with Dance Hanover. Blue Man Group comes to second on the outside. Camco Wynette is third. Then it's Vic Victor moving with cover. Red Star Wildcard is on the go. Going to the Chapel is in along the cones, and the Power of Grin with trouble. And they were past the half in 1:01. On down the backstretch they go for the final time. Dance Hanover trying to fend off the challengers. Blue Man Group is on the outside. He's within a neck of the leader. Vic Victor is now third. Tiring in fourth is Camco Wynette. As they head down the backside, that is Red Star Wildcard on the move, and also Going to the Chapel, but two leaders remain, duking it out as they were past three quarters in 1:31.1. Dance Hanover on the inside. As they come off the top of the turn, Blue Man Group trying to put away that leader on the inside of the racetrack. Blue Man Group, Dance Hanover on the cones. Dance Hanover coming back on for Stevenson as they come for the line. Very tight, but I think Dance Hanover over Blue Man Group. Vic Victor picked up the show. The time for that mile, 2:01.2. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner of the 8th. In the town of Woodstock pace, number 2, Dance Hanover. 9-year-old son of Estrellos from the top-notcher mare, Drop Your Riggin'. Owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, trained by Seafroy Melanson, Mike Stevenson is the driver. Second win this year, 36th in the career of this gelding, and it comes tonight in a time of 2:01.2. Good to have the mayor of Woodstock. His worship, Art Slip, is here this evening to assist in the presentation of the cooler, symbolic of the town of Woodstock pace. Number 2, Dance Hanover, congratulations to the Ultimate Stable. Driver Mike Stevenson, second win this year, 2:01 2/5. Field is in behind. The starting gate for the Kelty Burnett Memorial Pace. $6,500 up for grabs in a field of 6, including White Mountain Power, John McDonald. Malik Hanover, Mike Stevenson. Pan Larceny, Maxime Gaudreau. Carnivore, Gilles Berriot. Arabica, Jason Hughes, and Joseph Michael with Todd Treitz. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Arabica from an outside position right up there to tussle with the leaders in the early stages. And the leaders include White Mountain Power in along the cones, but Arabica will clear before the 8th, and he gets there to cut the numbers. Arabica and right back at him. White Mountain Power not satisfied with sitting in second. He's going to take over the lead yet again up on the outside. We've got more activity, and that is Malik Hanover on the go. He's now second, and they were by the opening quarter in 28-1. On round the barn turn for the first time, and White Mountain Power leads it. Malik Hanover is second on the outside. Arabica sitting in third, watching those two leaders battle as they come down the stretch for the half. And on the outside, Malik Hanover is there, being hustled to take over top spot. White Mountain Power is next. Then it's Arabica. Moving in fourth, Carnivore. Then Pan Larceny in the trailer is Joseph Michael. They were by the half in 58 seconds flat. Going on round the turn, Malik Hanover will lead them past the 5/8, and he's extending that lead with every stride as they go down the backstretch. White Mountain Power is second. Racing in third, Arabica moves to the outside. Then going in fourth, it is Barrio with Carnivore. Joseph Michael is next. And Pan Larceny with difficulties at the rear of the field, 3/4 in 1. 26 and 1. Malik Hanover has another gear, and he's left this field in his wake as they come for the 7/8. Past that post, and Malik Hanover floating up front. He is checked out on the competition for Stevenson. Malik Hanover to the line. Malik Hanover got it. It was Carnivore in for second, very close for the show, and the time for that mile, 1:56 flat. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner in this year's edition of the Kelty Burnett Memorial Pace. Number 2, Malik Hanover. 8-year-old veteran son of Western Hanover. From the Arts Place mare, Michelle's Heart. Owned by Ledge Hill Farm of Arnprior, Ontario. Bo Sowers is the winning trainer. Mike Stevenson picks up the catch-driving victory. 36th career win for the horse comes tonight over Connell Park Raceway in a time of 1:56. Good to have Wes Corey representing Corey Ford, a major sponsor of racing here at Connell Park during Old Home Week, and as well Rob and Kathy Burnett. So good to join us here as we celebrate the Kelty Burnett Memorial Pace. Malik Hanover for Ledge Hill Farm, Bo Sowers and Mike Stevenson, 1:56 in this year's Kelty Burnett Memorial Pace.